Welcome to this episode of In the Garden with Margie. And today, what I want to talk about is critters in the garden. Multiple people have said the biggest challenge they have with their garden is discouraging critters from coming in. Can you imagine your lettuce just ready to be picked the next morning, only to come out and find it gone? Or worse yet, everything trampled? Ugh, that makes me shudder thinking about it. In some cases, it's not going to matter what you do, but try some of these tips. Some multiple tips, I would say. There are three main things that I want to talk about to counter those critters: a physical barrier, repellents, and monitoring. For a physical barrier, the most obvious is to build a fence. We do that for the dogs. We also have a lot of problems with elk in this area. The previous owner of this property was having a lot of problems with elk coming in, so he set up a black wire just in the front of the fence. We've never had any problems with elk as long as we've lived here. For deer, it's suggested that you stack pallets around the garden. They apparently don't like to walk or jump over the pallets. They also don't like fishing line. You can string fishing line completely around your garden at about 2 or 3 feet. For rabbits, put chicken wire underneath the fence around your garden. When they go to dig, it's just like with dogs, they'll dig into the chicken wire. And for birds and squirrels, set up netting over your fruit or any of your vegetables. When it comes to repellents, there's actually quite a few. You can do commercial or homemade spray repellents, and that works for deers, rabbits, and squirrels. Or you can get some fabric softeners and hang them on surrounding trees. Apparently the smell confuses the deer. They don't like that. Let your dogs run around around the garden. That's a great repellent. You can also set up motion sensing lights. So when a deer comes into your garden area at night, all of a sudden this bright light flashes in their eyes and they run away. Rabbits don't like mulch. So put mulch around in your garden. They also don't like raised beds. And then there's the scare tactic for repellents. That's why scarecrows exist. But you can also do wind chimes, not only the ones that make noise, but get some that have the shiny flittering things. And then the final type of repellent are plants. There are different kinds of plants that you can literally plant within or around your garden. There's several things to keep in mind. Pretty much all critters don't like really pungent plants. So you can plant things like garlic, chives, or really smelly flowers. Deer also don't like fuzzy plants and they don't like thorns, but ultimately ask your local nursery. And then finally, the monitoring. Squirrels are attracted to fallen fruits and nuts, so make sure all those are picked up. And if you want to know what's attracting them first, set up one of those cameras that come on when something comes into your yard. See what they're going after first. Bottom line is, don't do just one of these, do several. Because critters are just like humans. They get used to the same old thing. Let me know what's worked for you, or maybe there's still a problem you have. I'd like to hear what you've tried, so let me know. And if you have other topics, you have questions or comments, be sure to contact me. And with that, thank you for joining me in the garden with Margie.